anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven.
Savior.
Verses 18 to 20. Verily I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall bind on earth
Whoa.
18 verses 18 to 20. Verily I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. And whatsoever ye shall loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Again, I say unto you, that if two of you shall agree on as to anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. For where two or three are gathered,
Tune in to the MacMan Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the MacMan Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there. It's the ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know. If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
And we'd like to welcome everybody to the MacMan Morning Show. Grand Rising to all of you. We are here. This is Tuesday, the 27th of May, about 7 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock. We're back on the air. We never went anywhere. We just, I guess this was our holiday because I'm not going to have one in a long time. Also, I wanted to just say Grand Rising, good morning to each and every one of you. I know we've been missed, and I want to thank everybody for reaching out to us and giving us this opportunity to come back on the air wherever you may be. You may be in your homes, your places of business, on your way to your places of business, or just minding your business. We want to thank you for allowing us to come back into on your devices that you have, whether it's television or is it your cell phone, or it could be your tablet or your computer desktop, whatever it may be that you're watching us. You may be listening in your is it AirPods? Earpods, I guess. Keep them safe. We don't want nobody getting in trouble or anything. While you're at work, if you made it to work, a lot of people didn't make it to work. I had a real great holiday with my family, with people all around. It was raining here most of the weekend, which is it's okay. It's God's work. We're grateful to God to giving us this opportunity to come. I know I came on, and it seemed like to me I couldn't get anything together. I did. Everything was in order. Grand Rising to all of you that are here back in the action. The MacMan Morning Show. We're here. AirPods, that's what they're called. Okay. We like to call the roll. Deacon, I know you've been doing well. I hope you had a great holiday. That's Deacon Alvin Moore, our chairman of our deacon board, to our section leader, Ms. Sharon Reed, of the section leader of our alto section, and to Apostle Anthony Reed, who leads us and prays for us and everything, keep us out of trouble, and everything I've been praying to always. I'd like to say good morning to Alice, the blessed child of God. She's not here. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are still on their holiday. If you are, I hope that you're driving home safely or traveling safely to your destinations back as we go through our morning. We got some catching up to do. We got a lot of catching up to do. No, not a whole lot. I won't say a whole lot. But you know that this is election season. And also, wait a minute, let me see if I can work this right. I can. I know I can. Let's see here. And also, we got some information about the upcoming elections. I got some information about the screening of the movie Sinner. We got elections, as I said, we got elections that are getting ready to proceed. And we're just happy to be a part of, we just got notification And I want to say to Dr. Nikita Cloud that you could have sent this to me earlier. That's an inside joke because one of our dear friends of this show, the person that had the that just blew our show all the way out of the box as far as listeners were concerned, and not that we're just looking for people to that we're just looking for people just to endorse, but we endorsed uh, this wonderful lady um, that's running for commissioner of the 5th district in Cook County. Cook County Commissioner. She's running for Cook County Commissioner. That is Trustee of Dalton, Kiana Belcher. She's going to, sometimes, when God gets you into something, he'll get you and he'll elevate you. I know that she's a professional. You've seen the work that she and her colleagues have done to keep Dalton safe and to revitalize it. And I'm pretty sure that in the capacity of commissioner, she can do a whole lot for the Mid-South. And I just wanted to say to her this morning, we endorse you. The Magman Morning Show endorses you like we endorse you for your reelection. And as you see, I ain't picking no losers. Okay, we put it that way. But Miss Belcher is a wonderful servant of her community. She does some wonderful things. The list is too far and too wide for us to hey, Alice is here, too much for us to be to go through because it'll take a whole day almost. But we congratulate her on her decision to further serve the Southland in Illinois. Y'all all say, some people say to me, and they say, James Mack, your commercials and things are played, and a lot of y'all say some stuff and this and that and the other. My show is the Magman Morning Show is national. Good morning to our friends in Alaska and in Japan at the Naval and Army, the Naval and the Naval and the Air Force bases. We got people all over the country from California. Hello to everyone that listens to us in California, in Texas, and Atlanta, in the Atlanta area. Tiffany Henyard was she was spotted in Atlanta with her boyfriend. I ain't gonna put no picture up of it, but I think they say she's kind of chunky. Somebody said she was pregnant. Said she got pregnant before she go to jail, but she don't understand they take pregnant women to jail too. I don't wish bad on nobody. Let me explain that to you. I don't wish any bad on anybody, but it's a terrible thing when you the jig is up and you didn't try to do anything to save yourself. So I'm praying for that. But we'd like to say good morning to Mayor Jason House of the Village of Dalton and all of the trustees and the clerk over there. I'd like to say good morning to Alderwoman of the 2nd Ward of Harvey. We'd like to say good morning to Miss Chappelle. Chappelle, I don't know, maybe Chappelle, maybe your alderman one day. But Chappelle Hooks is the treasurer of the City of Harvey library system. And she had some trouble. I'm going to take Miss Belcher down for a second, y'all. Y'all just give me a second. Hold on a second, 1 second, if you can. And Miss Chappelle Hooks is the treasurer, and she's a trustee, but she's the treasurer of the library system. Well, she had some problems inside of a meeting. They were trying to eliminate her or remove her from her position as treasurer. And it got a little heated because they were trying to double cross the young lady. Well, let me say this to our friends over there in Harvey. Harvey, you're on the radar. And from what I can see, the support for the present library board is something going on there with you have the daughter of the president or the person that they elected president amongst the trustees, Mr. McCaskill. His daughter is the secretary of the library board, and Commissioner McCaskill. I don't want to mention all that name, but it's the husband and the wife. The husband is the president of the library board, and the husband, that's the husband. The wife, who is the county commissioner, who Miss Belcher is running against, is the consultant for the library. But now listen, how you gonna double dip and make yourself seem like, that's some, they don't even do things subtly. I'm not saying you're supposed to even do anything subtly, but I mean, when you're stacking the deck, it sounds weird and it's not going to last, because I believe that the people of the Southland, including Harvey, is going to stand up. And when you do stand up, I'm not saying anybody is perfect. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me. I don't want to be misunderstood. Nobody's perfect. I'm not saying that that we have to put our faith and depend on people to do something for us or to help us out of a situation. We are the citizens. We got to get in our minds, folks, who we are as a people. We're not just here in this country or in our towns and cities and states just to sit there. There are a lot of things that are getting ready to go on and that are happening right up under our noses, and I don't know if we knew anything about it. Mr. Trump wanted to have his, the orange man wanted to have his military parade and show all of the wares and everything. Now he wants a golden dome like they have in Israel to counteract any missiles that come over into America. Okay, so he's trying to get sophisticated, and he called Putin crazy in so many words. Yeah, that's what they said. He called his butt crazy for the attacks on Ukraine. Well, we know this much. This man had the president of Ukraine inside the White House. Went there, criticized the man, ostracized him, and tried to make himself look like he was something. Now, he can't talk. He don't know how to communicate, and he doesn't have facts. Just like South African president came to see him after he said and let them folks over there and talking about somebody's holding, not holding, but causing genocide over there in South Africa against the white folks. Now, brothers and sisters, I want you to hear me and hear me well. No white South African, not even Elon Musk, has 2/3, have a tenth of leadership ability or anything else, or have any business over there in South Africa doing anything. So I think this is a retaliation that the Trump the administration is doing, and the Muskrat is doing. Then the president of South Africa came and said, "You told it in such sophisticated manner," and just sitting there and just looking at that line, orange man just sitting there. His makeup looks horrible. I think his face is really, something's going really wrong with it, because it's a different shade of orange. I don't know if I've said it right, but something wrong with him. But anyway, the president of South Africa let him know, no, the apartheid and the genocide and the homicides and that side started with the white people long before. I mean, they treated us. Slavery is still active, folks. If you don't believe me, look around and see. They may not have you in physical chains, but these people can literally do something, and they can do some things to destroy our lives. Now, I want you to understand and get this picture. And I know this may not be a welcome back from the holiday type of broadcast, but folks, one thing we better realize and understand is this. One, all politics is local. Let's start there. All politics are local. You need to get off your behinds, our behinds, yours and ours, especially in Mississippi, and go and vote. Don't complain. Please don't complain. Don't hoot and holler or nothing. If you haven't made any changes on the level of at your house where you live, you ain't got nothing to say. This is election season now. And I mean, any Democrat or any other person that can go up against the muskrat and the orange man, can win. I mean, look, let me tell you something. If it's not about the party, it's about the ideology and the ways that they do things. Great people, good people of our show. My wholehearted job or my wholehearted purpose is for you not to be misled or uninformed. Am I the major source owned or the only source or the right source? No, I'm not saying all of that. I'm saying that with the abilities that we have to bring media to people and the abilities that we have to communicate with everybody, let me tell you something. We have a responsibility here at Mac Media 3 to make sure that one, we're accurate, two, we ain't lying about, no, I ain't got no time for that, and three, that we, until they cut our constitution and shred it, that we still have the First Amendment, and we're going to be able, the First Amendment encloses your rights to free speech and to rights of a press. We got a right to say what we need to say and to inform the government. If not, then we turn away from being a democracy, not just because of that. And I'm trying to enjoy all the benefits of having a democracy now because you know something, they're still sending people out of the country, putting them out actual citizens, not just Hispanic ones. There are a couple of I think if I'm right, that's in Ohio, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're Haitians. The Haitians, our brothers and sisters from Haiti. Now they're trying to. The next roundup is the Haitians. Good people. Good morning, Diane Black, to your wonderful father and to yourself. That's Diane Black. I can kind of. I think she's in the bushes, but she's going to be our next Congresswoman of the First Congressional District of Mississippi, and we're going to talk about that and keep that in the forefront too. Because in order for us to stop, or in order for this person to be stopped, they got to stop him in the Congress until he can get out of this term. So we got to deal with him regardless of the fact this year and 2 more years afterwards. We got to deal with this joker because I don't see them in any way unless they get a majority in the Congress to impeach this man. That's the only way he's going to get out of there. I can't understand for the life of me to see that people will sit back and let a man just destroy. Literally, the Congress is letting this man destroy the way of life that we have so far. Now, good people, I'm not trying to say that the Democratic Party is perfect. By no means necessary are they perfect. Do we pin roses on them? Because I got some fault with them too, especially in the local areas like Arkansas and Mississippi. Fannie Lou Hamer, the greatest civil rights worker, civil rights pioneer that I know, and I didn't say Dr. King, I didn't say Malcolm X, I did not say Medgar Evers, but Medgar Evers lived right down the highway from the Lady Fannie Lou Hamer. I'm not saying that. This woman struggled, fought, got whooped, beat to get people to vote, register to vote, lost her house, almost lost her family, just because she stepped out and says, if nobody else steps out, I got to step out in Mississippi. We want to be recognized, not just to vote. We was getting the right to vote, but we wanted to be recognized. Why do I say be careful about these parties? Because it was the Democratic Party that kept us out of the conventions. Oh, I drink to that. That's tea I'm drinking. Oh, yeah. All that fussing back and forth when the Civil Rights Bill was out there, the Dixiecrats, they were the Democratic Party back then. Most black people voted Republican because of Lincoln's freeing and the Emancipation Proclamation. Juneteenth coming up. Everybody gonna be black in June. I'll see. Well, let's see how black you're gonna be by registering some folks to vote. Let's see if we can stand up together and support black businesses. How about that? How about not chasing behind them and begging these people to do for us what we can do for ourselves? I'm about sick of that. I'm not going to be out here begging and hand my hand to foot or whatever. We need to stand together and we need to look out for each other. People, if you don't think that things are about to get shaky and rocking and rolling, keep living. Keep your eyes on the things that are going on. There are some people that are concerned about their benefits. There are some people that are concerned about their medical insurance. There are people that are concerned about some things. And this man is concerned about one thing and one thing only, and that is himself. Something has to be done about it. So I'm asking you until the midterm elections, and we're going to be putting it out here every day. We're going to have an advertising, not an advertising, but we're going to have a PSA. That's a public service announcement. We're going to have a public service announcement about voting every day. You got to register to vote. I don't care if you don't never like me, want to hear what I have to say, but hear this one thing. Your vote is so important. Do you know how, if you knew how important your vote was, you would not take it for granted. Look over. Let's travel a little bit to our family over in Illinois, and let's go down to Dalton a little bit. If it wasn't for them people rallying and registering folks to vote and getting together, look at what voting can do. It took a minute, but you can change some things now because you got better leadership. If the leadership is not for the people 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, they are not. We got to stand for ourselves. Local elections are getting ready to happen here in around in Mississippi, now in Tennessee, and especially I want to pay attention to 2 particular places, especially Clarksdale, Mississippi. That's where Little Red is running, and he will be successful as mayor of the city of Clarksdale. Forgive me. Didn't you say why you say that, Mr. James Mack? What is that you're trying to tell us? All I'm trying to say to you is this. Good people, we got an opportunity, not just in Mississippi, but from everywhere, to let people know that we are not taking it anymore. You say, what are we not taking, Brother Mack? Well, we're not taking, our vote is not for sale. It's not for sale. And as I said, as I move along, that's Little Red, y'all. Little Red is going to be the mayor of the city of Clarksdale, Mississippi. We're going to be there on the 3rd of June, live, as the results come in, and we're going to be checking on some other. We're going to be checking on some other local races down in that area, but mainly we're going to be concentrated on the city of Clarksdale on the 3rd of June. We will be there. Our coverage will start at exactly right at 6:30. The returns will be coming in at 7 o'clock. We should know quite naturally from that local standpoint. We should know and get the totals about that election pretty soon. I'm pretty sure that we will. City of Jackson, Mississippi, the capital city of Mississippi. There is an election. There'll be the primary really kind of solved that problem because it's such a Democratic stronghold, as they say. Thank God that they're going to keep that seat down there. But there's a state senator that's getting ready to take over from Mr. Lumumba. He's been indicted. There's some things that are going on, but I think that the people of the great city of Jackson, Mississippi, will be able to move forward in their help in doing what they do. And you're exactly right. Alice's program is coming on. I'm going to put her right here. Here she goes. That's her channel. She's Alice, the Blessed Child of God. Are you coming on this? I don't know if you came on. No, you ain't came on yesterday. I don't think you did. No. But she'll be on, and she's going to give us a topic of what she's going to be talking about. And she's exactly right. Lower voter turnout can be very costly. Let me tell you what they're doing in Memphis, Tennessee. And y'all vote for, I'm going to keep Little Red up here a little bit. From the news wires here in Memphis, we've just been told that the FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation, is sending 100 Let me say it again. They're sending 100 agents to the Memphis area, the greater Memphis area, Shelby County. Now, let me tell you what they're getting ready to do. And y'all don't believe me, keep watching. There's an effort going around to recapture cities. That's whether it's Memphis, Chicago, Los Angeles, New York, all these places. They're trying to get a stronghold on black communities. And I think that their litmus test is going to be Memphis because I had never heard of such. You were on yesterday. Okay, y'all go get the replay. Go to Alice's channel and get the replay. You worked the holiday. I didn't. And don't y'all get mad. I got a right to have a little rest every now and then, and I sure needed it. You better believe it. Alice was on yesterday, and you can catch replay on her channel. And I want to thank everybody. Hopefully, you all go over there. Now, back to the elections and voting and what they're getting ready to do with this FBI thing. Memphis today, Chicago tomorrow. They're trying their best. Right now, I got some video from some people that they were trying to send the National Guard into certain places. They haven't did it yet, but I think that the atmosphere is such that this madman is in office. We don't know what's going to go on or what's happening. There have been more arrests and roundups of illegal aliens. They're still shipping them out and they're still arresting them. A matter of fact, there's somebody that not too far away from here, where we are, that was arrested. His son-in-law, man's son-in-law, and his wife, not the man's wife, but his son-in-law, his daughter's still here, but the son-in-law and the man's wife got sent back. They didn't take the daughter and the father. They took the son-in-law and the mother, and they've been deported. I think that they're in Memphis, if I'm not mistaken. No. They're in Oxford. The federal court in Oxford is sending them, and they're going to be sending them back to, I don't know where they're going to send them, Guatemala or somewhere. They're going to send them somewhere. I have no idea, but we're going to keep our eyes on that. I have also, before I go to break, I went over 34 minutes already. I didn't talk. Brother Lee is here. He's here with us, our wonderful co-host. He'll have the opportunity to come after I got just a little something that I want to do. Let's pay homage to our sponsors. I wanted to say also our dear friend and sponsor, anchor sponsor, Keisha the Stylist, had an accident, an auto accident. She's fine, her family's fine, husband and everybody's fine, but they were on their way to worship, and this situation happened. And we're praying for our sponsor, praying for our dear friend of our show. Keisha's been here with us from day one. Dear sister, dear church member of mine, and I'm really grateful to her and her husband for stepping out and saying, hey, we'll be a part of the MacMan Morning Show. The young man that you hear reading in the morning and reading the scriptures, that's her son. That's Keisha the Stylist's son. I wasn't trying to hide him or nothing like that, but he reads for us, and he sends audio to us, and he reads the word really well, and I really want to thank him, and I'm praying for them. They were in the car. You can always get a car, okay? You can always get you some material things, but that life, health, and strength, you can't replace them. And we're just grateful that God watched over her and kept her. So you all keep her in your prayers. And Little Red, as he goes to the finish line on next week as they go out to vote for the municipal elections. I got some others I got to do some other things before I bring them up. But we're going to support Kiana. We're going to support Little Red, Orlando Payton, and we're gonna support him, and I support him wholeheartedly. and endorse him. He's our friend. Yeah, y'all pray for Keisha. She's going to be okay. And we thank God the car, her husband them sent us a picture in that car. God help us. I mean, it's okay. We thank God that no one was seriously injured. It's, look out for each other, folks. We're in such a hurry to do things, and we're in such a hurry to go nowhere. What the old saying says you uh, going no in a hurry, going nowhere fast. hmm In a hurry, ain't going nowhere. Just in a hurry, just going nowhere. Nah, I wasn't going to put this in. Wait a minute, hold on. I'll be right back after I play our commercials. You're listening to the MacMan Morning Show. It is 9:37 a.m. in the a.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be back in just a moment.
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
Your home should tell your story. It should be stylish, comfortable, and uniquely you. Here at D. Harris Interiors, we don't just decorate. We design spaces that reflect your personality, your lifestyle, as well as your dreams. Whether you're revamping one room or you're transforming an entire space, here at D. Harris Interiors, we bring creativity, expertise, and heart to every project. Great design starts with connection. And I do take the time to understand your vision and to bring it to life with beauty and intention. So, are you ready to fall in love with your space all over again? Well, you just give D. Harris a call at 901-303-8099 to schedule your personalized consultation today.
Tune in to the MacMan Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the MacMan Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there.
And we'd like to welcome everyone from WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial in Holly Springs, Mississippi. We like to thank you all for listening, and we're grateful to have you. Hope you had a wonderful holiday. I know that I did. It was great. Food was great. Everything was great. And wait a minute. Hold a second. I'm a little, okay. Now listen, we have some new friends, a new friend that has come to the MacMan Morning Show, and we're going to have, our, new family member. And you say, what you mean by that? There are people wait a minute, let me get this right. There are people that really do support the Bagman Morning Show and that hears. Now, I don't know. Summer is coming, folks, and as you see on the screen, I got some information here. Wait a minute, hold on. Uh, Wait a minute. The Smoothie Cafe. Now, y'all say, well, where is the Smoothie Cafe? The Smoothie Cafe in Matson, Illinois, just opened. I want to give a little trivia. The owner of this wonderful establishment in Matson just so happens to be, and for you that have been in church, do you remember a song called I Love Jesus More Today Than Yesterday? I love Jesus more today. I love Jesus more today than I did on yesterday. It was a real good song. It used to come on. My mother used to, when I heard that song come on, my mother was on her way. We had to get her out the house to get to the bus stop. It was time. It was like about a little bit after 5:30 or something like that, when she had to catch two buses and a train to get to work. So she had to be at work at 7 o'clock. So she had to leave her house on the south side to come there. But let me make this story short about how I came across our new friend. Well, her father, the Bishop Larry Roberts of Trinity All Nations Church, the founder is Dr. Reverend Evelyn Davis. Many more. If y'all from Chicago and you know anything about Chicago, you can't know gospel music if you don't know Bishop Larry Roberts. And his wonderful wife is the lead, I think, on that song. And I'm just pleased to announce now summer's coming, y'all. Y'all out of school and everything, and y'all like smoothies. And there's some real good variety of ice creams that you just can't. I mean, it's just wonderful. So we are happy to have our new friend here. Now, she's located at, let me get this right here. Hold on. She's located at, wait a minute, I got it on the screen too. No, at 4714 Lincoln Highway in Matson, and opening at 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. And if you mention the Magman Morning Show, or if you can get this screenshot, you can get that flyer or get that screenshot. You can get that screenshot if you can get it. If you bring in the flyer, and I'll let her know that she knows that our morning show folks will come in there. You receive 20% off of your order of $10 or more. Now, y'all know them smoothies are high, and you can get you a cut of 20% or something, whatever the percent says. You can go in there. Now, y'all go to smoothiecafe.net, and you can get more information about the different varieties that Ms. Roberts have. And before then, we'd like to say congratulations also to Smoothie Cafe for being recognized for outstanding customer satisfaction from her online reviews and from the customers. And they voted her one of the best of 2025 in the business. So she knows what she's doing. I'd rather have somebody say making something for me than have the devil doing so. That's Miss Roberts. We want to root her on, and she's her father, her mom, wonderful family she comes from. And we just want to support our friends no matter where they are. If you got a business, if you got something that you got going on and you need some advertising, all you got to do is call the Magman Morning Show, and we will be here for you. It's not going to cost you what you think it's going to cost you, but we'd like to thank Ms. Roberts for we're going to get her on the show as soon as possible. Whoa, okay, you didn't know. You don't recall? If you go to YouTube, you can go to YouTube, or you can Google it. I guarantee you, when you Google that man's name, just like I said it, Bishop Larry Roberts. Great. I mean, you talking about somebody Uh, you talking about somebody that can show enough play the organ, can sing and preach. And he took over leadership of that wonderful church. Anytime you went to Trinity All Nations on Michigan Avenue, see if you those of y'all know that 34 Michigan bus south, you know you got to go a little bit going on up the street, a little bit more, I think past 105th, 107th, 100, 104th, 105th. No, it's about like 104, 105th, 104th Street. And on Michigan, that's where they were. But now they're on Vincennes Avenue now. I think it's almost is it 103rd? They're not at 103rd. I think they're at it's right off of 111th. Got to go on down, but 99, about 100th and Vincennes in on the south side, and Trinity All Nations Bishop Roberts. We salute you. I just wanted to say that because that's how you're supposed to do. We're supposed to support each other. Brother Lee is here, y'all. Y'all know Brother Lee is here. He probably gonna skin me one day, but that's okay. He'll get his chance in July. We'll be getting together for the 4th of July, and I hope to. We're hoping to. Yeah, I want to celebrate with my family and with everybody. I want to just I want to be able to, like y'all do. Y'all do a lot of things. Y'all getting ready to go here and go there and do this and do that. Well, we're going to keep on. We were just off for those couple of days. We had some adjustments that we had to make, but that was fine. I'm going to take one more break. Brother Lee's going to come with the final half of our show today. We got some other stuff that's getting ready to go on and that I wanted to talk to you about. Wait a minute, let me pull this up and see what's going on. Okay, yeah, I'll get that later. Wait. I hate these controls. All right, now here we go. Also, wait a minute, let's see. There was something else I wanted to show you all, but I didn't quite get. I wanted to let you all know that the Sinners movie, I was supposed to say this. The Sinners movie, I don't know if you've seen this movie, but this movie was made was enshrined, and it was 1930s Clarksdale. It was based in Clarksdale, Mississippi. And I saw the movie, and you talking about a good movie. It's a spooky movie. Now, now what shocked me, I thought it was going to be, like a blues type of thing, but when Dracula, okay, I ain't going to pose to tell y'all all that, though, but there's some horror stuff in it, but it ain't going to hurt nobody, and I think you can take, the kids ain't scared of nothing these days. You can put a paper bag on your head and scare somebody. I know I was scared one day. My brother had cut the holes in the paper bag, put the bag on there. I ain't know what we were going to put, some eyes and some creepy little features on there. I like to have a fit. You can't scare kids with Jason or nothing these days. They don't care because young folks don't care. Congratulations to the town of the city of Clarksdale, and the movie will be premiering this Thursday, May 29th, Friday, May 30th, and on Saturday, May 31st. Now, if you're looking on the screen, it should be there. Wait a minute. Come on now, James Mack. Wait a minute. Hold on. I ain't even got it up here. Ooh, what are y'all going to do with me? All right. There we go. Sinners, the movie. Now, in the middle of the screen, you see that, though, for those of our listeners that are in the greater Clarksdale area and in the Mississippi Delta, that you go, it's free. You ain't got to go to the movie theater to get it, and you ain't got to get no bootleg or nobody to hook you up or nothing like that. Go to the screening. I think some of the stars of the movie will be there at the Clarksdale Civic Auditorium. We're going to be doing some coverage in Clarksdale for the election. I'm going to see if I can creep down there for the opening of this movie. They were really working on it. And Dave, you know who I'm talking about, Dave. I've been trying to get Dave on the show, who helped spearhead getting the movie studio to come down, and because they don't have a theater in in the city of Clarksville. Now they did have two. I think they had two. One was for whites and one was for blacks. One just went to their, after integration, they all mixed up and everything. And the white citizens don't like it. I don't know what's wrong with white folks these days. Why y'all getting mad and upset because we want to do something? We've always been here. You can tell in the attitudes of people. I went to a store. I'm going to tell you. I went to a store and the lady snapped and a white woman. And I'm sitting there and said, well, ma'am, I didn't ask for that. You need to speak up louder. Ma'am, I'm speaking up louder. Can I have XYZ? Oh, is there a problem? Ma'am, who are you talking to like this? And I sure said it like that. And I looked at her. I said, I guess you got a problem. I don't have to serve you, ma'am. You ain't got to do nothing. I can take my money out of here and get out of here and go. But before I leave here, I want to let you know something, sister. The South ain't rising again, and I ain't going to a cotton field. Now, you might say, James Mack, why would you say that to that woman? Well, because she was out of line. See, people, I don't understand it. You expect something out of a person, but you won't do it. You'll cuss somebody. You'll cuss me out, but I can't cuss you out. I ain't going to cuss you out. No. I can't read, well, put it this way. I can't read you. You want to read me. You want to correct folks and do all of this other stuff. You can't do that to me. Let me speak to the people of the white folks in that's so nervous, the Trumpites over in Clarksdale, Mississippi. Y'all have been racist from day one. And I don't know what you're so nervous about now. Y'all moved out of the community, took your businesses and your money, and you left. And you left the people there. So what do you expect people to do? Let me tell you something. The new mayor, and he will be elected, when Orlando Payton gets into office, you got a visionary, somebody that will extend and take things further. But you all won't support him. Even some of you black people won't support. I like Mr. Such and so. I ain't going to mention that person's name. I'm not against you, sir. But I am. He responded to my questions. He ain't came on or anything. He said he would, but it took me weeks before I even got a response from him. I like to say, Mr. Meredith, I did get your response, and it was a great one. I think you do love Clarksdale. I'm not saying that you don't love Clarksdale, but there are other people in Clarksdale that love Clarksdale more than you do, sir. And if that's the case, he says, I'm a Democrat. I asked him a question. I said, why didn't you run for the Democratic nomination? Or there was too many people. Oh, you thought you get squares out, so you'll run on the other party's ticket or whatever you're running on. But you didn't run, and you've been there. So why haven't you did anything, sir, since you've been there? Now, I know they say you're in the funeral business and you the coroner and you go get the unalive folks and stuff like that. And he's not a medical examiner. He just pronounced people dead and make out certain transport papers to send them down to the proper medical examiners, because there's only one forensic medical state facility, and that's in Jackson. I think it's in Jackson over there in what they call that county. They got the prison over there. Wherever wherever it is, it's right outside of Jackson. And that's where they got to take the people that are deceased, all deceased person, no matter where you at from. If you're ordered to go, you were ordered to go to Jackson. Okay, they don't have regional places. They ain't that smart yet to have regional facilities. They still trying to hold. They're getting ready to go back. Mississippi's getting ready to go back into special session. And I want to see what they ain't got a budget, but they want to cut everything. That's another thing I want to talk about. A little bit of extension. I'm just put this in here before I bring Brother Lee. This big bill that they have in D.C. that they call, this is what the Orange Man forced these Congress people to do. And I just can't stand somebody that can't stand up for themselves, but somebody's bossing you around and telling you what to do and how to vote. You can't tell me, you can't tell me how to vote. Republican, Democrat, Black Party, Stripes, Zebra, or whatever the case may be. You ought to have your own mind and think about the citizens that you say that you serve. How can you say you serve me and I'm one of your constituents and you cutting off all the aid? One, you ain't gave us nothing. When and if you look back, and I want to see if Brother Lee's going to say something about this. Welcome, Diane. Hey, I'm hollering at all of y'all. Yeah, there he is. I see you. I see you. Come up. God bless you, Diane. You all right with me? That's the next congresswoman of the state of Mississippi. Let me tell you how these folks are. I'm not just talking about it's black people. Let me tell you something. If you think white folks ain't got no accomplices with black people, you're sadly mistaken. There's some Stevens that are still around. There's some people that don't want, even in Clarksdale, Mississippi, they don't want Orlando Payton to make it. I said, how dare you? Here's a young man. Let me tell you what he's done. I got to tell you because people think that something is wrong or we're lying or something about what's going on. This man has brought more money and resources. And resources, let me say it again, say it again, say it again, say it again. Resources that have been brought. Wait a minute, I'm trying to get my picture. That brought resources to and brought money to the city of Clarksdale. And y'all don't believe it. Y'all don't believe me. Y'all don't believe me. I got to show you. Hold on a second. Let me get this down. Okay, come on. All right. That Orlando Payton, y'all just hang on a second. I ain't going nowhere. Y'all just hang on 1 second. I got something for you. See, you got to come with the facts. And this man has done more. Let me say it one more time. He has done more. Brought more resources. I'm trying to find that resources that he had. Come on, Mr. Orlando Payton. He brought more resources to the city of Clarksdale than anybody, any legislator or anybody. And he's a fierce, and when I say fierce, he's a fierce advocate for the city of Clarksdale and for Coahoma County. Coahoma County Community College, the dormitory that you got, you wouldn't have got it if Orlando wouldn't have went down there and petitioned for people to give the money. I think it's over $300 million almost, but we're going to get it. Forgive me, Orlando, for not having that graph up. But that's what's going on around here, and I mean, and they're getting ready to cut Medicaid and Medicare. I'm just going to mention this real quick, and I'm going to bring Brother Lee. If you don't know it, this government as we know it is not going to be. They're getting ready to take the money. They're getting ready to do all these things and cashless societies and letting the muskrat do everything and any and everything. We better get on top of our business. Black folks, I am sick and tired of us being on the bottom. Now, why you say that, Brother Mac? You say we're on the bottom. Because, we're dragging. Something is missing. Folks, we ain't got to fight no more in us. We ain't got the zeal that we have no more. Our children don't got the zeal anymore. They're doing any and everything. And this is the thing that's going around. They said, one guy said, well, the traditional black house or people. I got you. I see D. Harris is here. I see. Okay. Let me say this. Okay. We're living in a society that's changing. And I'm not asking for more food stamps. I'm not asking for more handouts. I'm asking for opportunities for the people that are here, that are citizens. It makes no sense that we're still fighting the civil rights movement. I don't understand it, folks. But we're here. And if we're not fighting the civil rights movement, we're fighting each other. We for the gangs out there, they shooting each. I got no respect for a gang member. I really don't have any respect because you ain't got no respect for yourself. Every day around this region, you hear about murders and unalivements and all the other murder killings. People got to go and identify their relatives. Still, at graduation, they were shooting at a graduation. People trying to get their diplomas and did the things that they had to do. And folks are shooting at the doggone graduation. They done broke it. I'd like you to celebrate. You can celebrate. You can do whatever you want to do. But these kids sat around here, and I mean, they tore up the whole place. Folks trying to get out of there. Can you imagine older people going to see their grandchildren or great-grandchildren graduate, and then you got to run or get your folks out of the room because you don't know bullet ain't got no eyes. Come on, people. And why has it got that? You say, and then some people say, well, Mr. Mack, you hard on the black community. I'm hard on everybody. But I'm going to be hard on us than anything. There's some things in the black community that we're doing we ain't got no business doing. I know somebody don't like it. If you don't like it, that's fine. You spies and you ear hustlers that don't want to say nothing, you probably part of the problem. I'm not fussing. I'm just stating the facts. People, if you're not aware of what's going on around you, you really, the cry is out there. We probably in the fourth quarter. We're at the bottom of the night. God gonna win either way it goes. Devil think he got us, but he ain't got us. But we just got to be smart. Just because we in church don't mean that we supposed to be ignorant about the things that's going on around about us. I'm talking about the people and the person that sent me that note. Let me explain something to you. I've been a part of church in ministry and everything, a part adjutant, all kinds of things I've done. I'm saved. I love the Lord. Don't be throwing no shots over here. Y'all not church folks ain't doing nothing. Talking loud ain't saying nothing. Weak leadership in the church. Now, if you don't like it, go on somewhere. I've never seen a weaker church than we've seen, and it used to be the pillar of the black community, and now we got hustlers and pimps up in there. Same thing. They done came out for real now. Lying about God's word, don't even know how to teach, illiterate in spirituality, and don't know their word, but you want to need help and advocacy, and we sitting back in our towers and our temples and everything. We sitting up there pumping circumstance, but people are out right down the street from the church, around the corner, and back, wherever the case may be. You see walking along the street, we'll walk past people on our way to church. I'm on my way to the temple. I can't stop and give you no dollar. I can't stop and give a quarter. I can't stop and do it. We heartless folk, but we talk about we love God. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. How long are we gonna have our head in a hole? It's the Mac Man Morning Show. Brother Lee's here. I'm gonna be quiet because Brother Lee is here. And I think he can say it. Brother Lee, let me say this before I bring you. I had a great time. You got some great feedback on our show, the last show that we did before we had to make some adjustments for our equipment-wise and everything. But I want to say something. Our co-host, Brother Lee, has been with me all of my life. He know me all of my life, literally all of my life, has cared and known me all of my life, and has supported me and supported his brother, his little brother, every day. And it's funny, I thought that it was going to be the sisters coming at it, but it's the brothers came at the Brother Lee. I said, wait a minute, how you ain't going to come after my brother? Hey, he's talking about the women's and and I laugh at it because let me tell y'all something. If Donald Trump can call us niggers and all kinds of stuff, and people can call us out our name, we need a reality check. Yeah, I said it. I ain't mean to say it, but I said it. Because I'm about sick and tired of people just sitting around. We sit here on YouTube. We sit here and people, they lie and talk garbage. P. Diddy, this, and he's going to prison. You better believe he is a black boy. He's got to be the example. You know why? Epstein, he went out his way. There's too many secrets that boy know. And we sitting around here praising he innocent. He ain't innocent or what? He's an icon. See, that's the problem. We making everything an icon except looking at God for our help and our strength. We want P. Diddleys and all that, and the gold diggers and all those things. We turned our daughters into hookers and our sons into pimps. And they coward punks out there whooping on folks and thinking that they bad. The gun is in their hand, but they see a policeman, they get to running. You cowards. Y'all some cowards. Stand up. You say you're a gangster. Stand up, be a gangster. Don't be coming after your own folks. You can't even go downtown Chicago, go into the white neighborhood. Go over there to Germantown with that selling drug. Go on Daytona and sell some dope. Go on that Daytona and mark up their walls and things. I guarantee you won't even get the spray paint out of the can or pull your gun quick enough. And then we get mad when the police enforces these things. This lady has said when her son got, Brother Lee, I'm almost there. When she said her son got captured down there in New Orleans and Louisiana when they broke out of the jail. My son is in it. You know that Joker ain't innocent, killed them folks. She's going to help him. I'm going to help him. No, Jack. Now, if you're innocent, that's one thing. We're going to work it out. We're going to fight. We're going to do everything that we can to fight to get that person out or whatever the case may be. But these folks, and they are dangerous, and there's still two of them left. They got two. I think they got three last night, and they got two more to get. They're going to get them. Mm-hmm. Somebody gonna want that money that they got out there. They say it's about a $20,000 reward. Somebody need that loot. No, Trump made them need it, so they ain't safe. And then one boy got so many tattoos in his face, you gonna identify him. And then y'all don't realize and understand they got facial recognition everywhere. We and Big Brother's watching everywhere. You could walk up the street, and all they got to do is focus in on your face, and your face comes up. And who you are. Why do you think that they want you to have the gold star on your driver's license when you come? Because they got to have facial recognition. Make sure that you're the person that they want. So it's real easy. So if they think they're going to get away, if they still in America, if they ain't gone to a foreign country somewhere, you going to get caught. You better believe it. That's one thing they going to be. That's one thing them white folks going to do. They going to catch them a black person. The police used to be the slave catchers. Let me shut up. James Mack here at the Mac Man Morning Show with Brother Lee, our wonderful co-host. Brother Lee, forgive me for all that. Say grand rising, good morning. And what's on your heart today, brother? Just speak from your heart.
Yes, my brother. I said great
He
day.
said yes. Hey, man.
Great day. You can continue.
No. I wanted to just, I wanted to say that, Brother Lee, because, wait a minute, what this is. Y'all stop sending me messages and y'all know I'm on the air. Oh, that's that message on the computer. Oh, I already answered that. Forgive me. Brother Lee, these, I think that, I don't know. I'm kind of bewildered because there are people, brother, that makes it seem like everything is okay and their guards are down. And I'm not just talking, I hope we get our community together. Yeah. But then there's something I wanted to ask you. And we were talking about apartheid and different things like that and what the orange man, I'm not giving him any credit. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. Yes, you are. He's an idiot. And he know it. And if he don't like it, that's fine. There's so much going on and people are not really understanding where we're coming from. Where I'm coming from when I say this, I said that if we as a people don't pay attention to what's going on, now paying attention and giving credit is two different things. I want you to pay attention, hopefully, folks, that you'll pay attention to what's really happening in our community. And I want to ask you, Brother Lee, because you live longer than I, you more experience in life than I have. What is it? Is this our plan? Is this the plan and destiny for black people to be up under this subjection that we're still up under? And will we ever get away from or quote unquote really be free one day? Go ahead, Brother Lee. I want to see you go ahead. Go ahead and say what you gotta say.
First, I had to say that American people are stupid. Most of y'all are stupid. Most of y'all are ignorant. Most of y'all are focused on the wrong thing. I've never seen so many ignorant people in my life. Education don't equate intelligence. It's not the same thing. Education don't mean you're intelligent. It just mean you read a book. You've taken a survey. You got a degree that somebody recognizes intelligence. Most of y'all are ignorant. You knee-jerk reactions on things that are not really important. Yeah, you was talking about gangs and how they're cowards. The real gang is the police. The real gang is the politicians.
You're
The real
right.
gang is the corporations. And see, we are led by media, corporations, politicians, your leaders. Those are the ones that have been collecting the reparations. See, white folks have figured out that if they pay your leaders, they don't have to give you nothing. If they pay your politicians, why should they give you reparations? They paid your politicians to keep you quiet, to keep you focused on the wrong things. And that's the thing. We're talking about the Constitution, something that Caucasians have written for themselves. Those laws that you say don't break, that's what the Caucasians say, obey our rules, and you'll be okay. We're looking for a better way of life. You know what? We're getting the crumbs of what this government and what this country can actually provide. We're saying, yeah, I'll make 100,000, 200. Some of you make hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's the crumbs of what this country can really provide for you. And see, we don't look at the real picture, and that's what makes us so stupid. And we're so busy watching and letting social media and politicians and local news and national news lead us around and tell us what we should be upset about and what we should not be upset about. They tell you every day what you need to, how you need to feel and what you need to feel about. You know, they tell you every day who you should be mad at and what country you should be mad at, what country we should start a war on, what do it for America, for the land of the home and the free. And we buy right into it, join the army. And this Memorial Day, you know, this is not meant for us, but we're ignorant. You got our soldiers have served, yes. We got black folks and minorities have served in the armed forces for years. And actually, they don't know what they were serving, why they went over there and died. They died. They went over there to stay alive because they were thrown in the mix. But some of them come back, say they fought for their country. No, you fought for your life because you were put in the mix. Given a chance, you wouldn't have went over there. And some of you actually did. I give it to you. You did go over there and you served. Served what? For you black folks served. And if it's some veterans in there that's listening to me now, you served a country that made you a promise. You wouldn't gave your life for a promise. And those Caucasians, they fought for something that they're getting. They didn't fight for a promise. They fought for what they're getting. For every time we go to war, every time we join the armed forces, we're fighting for a promise that was never kept and still haven't been kept today. So we say, thank you for your service. For what? You served your life and lost your limbs and gave your life for what? For a country that doesn't even give a shit about, don't care about you. And we sit up here and we pretend, we act like they act. They tell us, thank you for your service. We go there. We are still brainwashed to this day. We got people with PhDs and master degrees, and they go around there brainwashed today. I know some PhDs. I know people with double PhDs and are as stupid and as ignorant as the street dog in the alley. He got more sense than them. But we sit there, we don't think, we don't use our own minds. We go by social media. We go by what the country tells us, the politicians and the police and the FBI. And we say they're keeping the peace. If they really wanted to keep the peace, they'll get rid of all of this crime. The drug dealers that's standing on the corner, they act like they can't do that. You know,
but Brother Lee, why is they bringing in 100? I ain't interrupting you. I want you to continue.
They never got anywhere.
They already.
That's what the media is telling you. They're already here. They never left. They've been there since Malcolm X and before Malcolm X. They were in Malcolm X's camp. They was in E.B. Du Bois' camp. They set up in the slave master's camp. That's what police means. Police were slave catchers. They're crimes. They're criminals. They're the worst
Mm-hmm.
criminals on this earth. And yet and still we say, oh, abide by what the police say. You know what? Most countries in this world, and you can look this up, have not gained their freedom through peaceful means. You can pick a country, and that country has gotten to where they are because they had an uprising. They did it through violence. No country is going to hand over anything to you because you march in the street and you beg them to give you a slice of pie. You say, I'm going to just beg and march and march. You know, they laugh at us so hard, they can't stop laughing. Because the best we're going to do is march. The best we're going to do is vote. We're going to vote using their rules to get into their office. Really? Really? We're using their keys to open their doors? You think they're going to give you a key to open their door? No. Your politicians are telling you that. Your reverends, your pastors are telling you that. Your pastors are saying, going by the laws of the land. You know those laws was written by white folks. You know that pastor got his job through the slave master. You know the very religion that you go to church for has been given to you by white folks. And if that's wrong, if you think I'm lying, look it up.
Look it up.
The very religion, the pastor, the Baptists, and the Methodists, and all of those religions, those are white folks' religions. But we don't think about it. We go in there, we get on our knees, and we pray to a God that white folks say is for them. And see, and then the pastor say, let me touch on you and give you a blessing. He doesn't have that power. But we sit in that front row hoping that he'll give us that prosperity blessing. Now it's all about prosperity. It's not about love. It's not about treating people right. It's about getting you some money, getting you a better job, getting you a better house, getting you a bigger car. He's not talking about your heart should be right. You should be trying to love each other. You should try to hug each other. You should try to treat each other right. Now it's about prosperity. Can you get you a bigger car? Can you ride you some nicer clothes? Can you get your hair done every week without paying a dime? It's all about prosperity now. And you wonder where the world is coming to. See, we're talking about, can I get some more money? Money is your God. You might as well tear down that cross and put up a dollar bill. Because that's what you worship more than anything.
Wait a minute. Hey Lee, do you remember? It's something funny just hit me when you said that. You remember when Richard Pryor in Car Wash, he came in the car wash with his limousine, and he had dollar bill signed flags and stuff all everywhere. You said they ought to tear it down and put the dollar bill up there. In some places, they might as well put it.
Listen, that's what we're doing anyway. That's what the pastor tells you to pray for. Pray for the dollar bill. Don't pray for saving. Don't pray for your soul. Don't pray for your mental health. Pray for the dollar bill. Let's not pretend. Let's just pray for the dollar. Let's let the dollar be your God. Let's not pretend. That's what we pray for when we get on our knees every night, so we can have some more money. Pray to the dollar. Don't pray to God with that nonsense. He don't want to hear that nonsense. You're not talking to him. You're talking to George Washington. You're talking to Abraham Lincoln on that dollar. You're talking to all them people on that dollar bill. That's who you're praying for. That's what you should wear around your neck. You know, that's what you should get on your knees for and actually tell the truth about your soul, because that's what you love more than anything. The dollar is supposed to be your slave, not you the slave to the dollar.
Exactly.
You're the slave to the dollar. Instead of we're supposed to work that dollar like a slave, but we work for a slave like a slave for the dollar. You say, man, I got to get some more of that money. I got to get some more of that money. You know, that dollar got you working like a slave. Do you know what white folks do? They whip their dollar. They make their dollar work like a slave, and we make ourselves work for the dollar. You know, that's the thing. That's the difference. White folks make their money work 24 hours a day. They whip that dollar. They don't get that dollar no sleep. They don't feed that dollar. They tell that dollar to multiply itself. That dollar don't get no help. But we put more money. We make more money and throw it at the problem. We just get in there. We working and we working. And I'm trying to get more dollars. You know, white people, they make their dollar get pregnant and make more dollars. That's what they do.
You say they make them do what, Lee? They make them do who?
They make their dollar get pregnant and make more dollars and make more dollars. That's what they make their dollars do. But we take our dollars and we keep making more dollars, and we'll make more dollars. And see, we work for the dollar. See, that's what we do. See, we don't try to make our dollars get pregnant and make more dollars. We worship that dollar. We take care of that dollar. We don't want nobody to touch that dollar. So we put our dollars in a savings account where it sits there old and dry. And the white man works that dollar. He take that dollar, you put it in the bank, and he take it, and you take your dollar and say, I got a 401k. Let me tell you about the 401k. You're not making nothing with it, because when you take it out, the government takes it first. So you can work all your life and won't catch up with inflation. But they won't tell you that. Your dollar never keeps up with inflation because it don't work. Your dollar don't have a job. Your dollar sits in the bankers, and then the bank take your dollar and he whips your dollar, and he takes what dollar profits your dollar makes, and you get nothing for it. You're too ignorant to know about what a 401k is. You're too ignorant. You won't look it up. You won't see about it. You won't tend to see what your dollars are doing. White folks check on their dollars every single day to see how many dollars did it make the next day. See, and if their dollars don't make no money, they take their dollars somewhere else and put it in something else till that dollar make them some money. See, that's the thing. But we'll take our dollar and give it to the white man and what you call a 401k, what you call a CD. You know, when you take your money, what you call all of these funds that they take your money and make your money work for them. See, and then we go to church and we worship that money, because that pastor gonna tell you he's a prosperity pastor. He gonna tell you you're gonna get some money. You got to put some money in my pocket, and then it'll make your money multiply. He say God don't like a stingy giver. How does he know what God like? He making sure he get it all. See, wake up, people. Wake up, people. We got to wake up and stop blaming the corners, because here's the thing. You got the drug dealer standing on the corner. We see them every day. Nobody touch them. Police over there on that corner. They don't say a word because they get a cut. That's why they don't do nothing. They'll throw us in jail and say we solved the problem, and they keep throwing us in jail and saying they're solving the problem. You know what? More of us in jail, and there's still crime going up. So we ain't the problem.
Mm-hmm.
We're not the problem. See, they saying, I'm just lock them up. Well, they've been locking us up since they let us out of slavery. And then they've been locking us up some more. So you keep telling yourself, keep locking us up. We bad people. We have crime in our neighborhood. The police has been locking us up and throwing us in jail or throwing us in a grave since the beginning, since we got here. So we got to get knowledge. We got to wake up about this and tell the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Your pastors are stealing your money. Your pastors are stealing your money. You think your life is going to get better, you give it to the pastor. I'm going to tell you something. You might as well throw it in the garbage.
I got one question, and
go ahead.
Yeah, I got one question for you, and I'm gonna run the break before our time runs. But Lee, is it? How can I put this? What has happened, Brother Lee, when I know we didn't have much back in the day. I already know. Something's just not right in what I see. And like you said, man, I mean, and I'm not, hey, people do what they do, say what they say, whatever the case may be. You can say whatever, do whatever, that's fine. But my whole thing is this. We attack each other. We beat each other down. I want to ask a question of you, Lee, that is, it's not doom and gloom or anything. It's just I really want to know, will we get out of this foolishness that we're in as a people? What is it going to take for us to, and I've asked this question before, I think, but what is it really going to take, man? Because every day you wake up to something, it's going to be every day. We wake up to something new. some other problem, some other this. We got to jump this. We got to do this. Go ahead, brother Lee. As you
Well,
got this your time. Go ahead. Sir.
well, here's the thing: is always we got to understand there's always going to be a problem, And like my little brother used to say, stay in the solution, not the problem. And the thing is, they keep creating problems, and we keep saying, "Look at the world; it's bad. It's coming to an end." They was talking about it was coming to an end when I was a small kid. They've been talking about the world been coming to an end for the longest. But you got to live in the
Yeah,
times that
it's
you
going
live.
to eventually. Yeah, we got to.
Listen,
You know.
listen. There may not be an eventually. See, that's the thing. That's the fact about life. There's no eventually to life. God decides that. And see, we keep talking about eventually. We keep talking about these times. And you know why these times are the way? I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you why things are the way they are. Because they give people things that they want to hear. They tell them things they want to hear. And we will never wake up because they found out how to keep you asleep, how to keep you in the matrix, And that's the thing. And I'm going to tell you what I really mean. I'll give you an example. Sisters, they say I ride sisters to death. I ride brothers, I ride sisters to death, and I do. And I do. And I'm not going to shy away from that. I'm not going to cater to you. But I'm going to tell you like
That's
this.
right. That's right.
The thing is that sisters believe what they do because it's to their advantage. And what I mean is a sister will tell you how to be a man because it's to her advantage to get that man to give her things. She won't say that. A sister will tell you, I work hard. But you know what I tell a sister? That's what an adult does. You complaining about being an adult, saying that I gotta work the rest of my life. Well, man never stopped working. And sisters will tell you that they have to have this from a man and that from a man. Why you gotta have anything from a man? You are a whole adult. You said I want to be treated a certain way. I want doors open. I want chairs pulled out. I want all these things. You know why you say you don't want to stop these things? It's because you're getting something out of it. You talk just like a pimp. What if a man said, I want you to open the door for me. I want you to pull a chair out. I like you to pay half my rent. I like you to do. You'll say, well, you're a man because I got a penis. I got to be abused. I got to be disrespected. Men got to stand up and say something about this. This is nonsense. You got to treat a woman nice because she looks good. If she want to ride on her beauty, then I'll take that. Then as long as you stay beautiful, that I'll keep paying. The minute you stop, your looks turn ugly, I can stop paying for you. I can get me a new one then. If you're going to ride your beauty, if you're going to ride the fact you look good, then I'm going to ride the fact that I got money and I'll take care of you as long as you're looking good. And then the minute your looks fade, which it will, because you can't stay young forever, you getting older every day. Something's breaking down. And you say, well, I'm a mother. You know what? You only stop making babies after 40. And after 40, 35, 40, your baby making years. So you saying you're only valuable as long as you can make kids? Well, then you need to get out the race because after you hit 35, 40, that means you're worth less. You don't worth anything. Wow. So don't stand on your motherhood because you're only a mother for a short period of time in your life. And so don't stand on your beauty because that beauty does not last. So don't walk the streets and saying, I'm too beautiful. I need me a 6 feet tall man because you're not going to look beautiful forever. And the women today don't bring nothing to the table but drama because you don't cook, don't clean, don't do nothing and say, I don't want to pay half on nothing. So if you're not,
well, not all, not all.
Listen. I can't hit 100%, but I can still win at the lottery if I can get 50. If you get 50. And that's the thing. Most women out here, and I'm going to tell you, sisters, because I care about you so much, I want you to wake the heck up. Because you're talking like a pimp. When you talk to a man, say, you look at a man like he's dirt. You look at a man, he's smiling at you, say, oh, he don't look good enough for me. But believe me, your looks will fade. And believe me, you'll be looking for that man like you're looking for an old sandwich in a garbage can. And I'm going to tell you like that. Most of y'all getting old, your looks are fading, and your attitude, you got a You look old, but you got a pretty attitude. And what I mean is that you act like you're pretty, but you ain't, because your looks gonna fade. So you need to adjust your attitude. When a brother's speaking to you, speak back to him. You know, be a strong black sister, because that's what your grandmother was. You say you want a man, a traditional man. No, you don't, because he leads, he don't follow. You want a man to follow you around. And I'm gonna tell you something. A man follows you around, you don't respect him. If he start buying the things for you and doing whatever you want him to do, you don't respect him. So you're gonna go give that guy on the street that his pants is falling down, you're gonna give him that coochie. You're gonna give him some of that vagina, because you got more respect for him than you do the man in your house that's doing the things that you want him to do. You don't respect the man that does everything you say. You don't respect the man that lets you lead. You don't respect the man. You don't respect him. And that's the truth about it. A soft man.
So do we have to, but then we got to do something too as brothers. We got to respect ourselves too,
we have leaned all the way back. We have been back. We have got on our knees and let the women walk all over us. And that's why you see a soft man. That's why you see a man.
But wouldn't you say this? Let me say this. But wouldn't you say this? Don't be. I'm not saying putting something in your mouth or anything like that. But wouldn't you say also that we got a responsibility as that some of us brothers aren't living up to par and doing what we're supposed to do either, right?
My brother, listen, because we were raised
Go
by
ahead.
women who put the men outside. The women raised these men. So the women should take responsibility of raising these soft men. They put these soft men, they want to coddle them. They want to say, oh, that's my bad. You put the daddy out the house. You didn't want to work it out with him because you say he wasn't living up to your standards. So now these men that's running around, you to ask him, and I'm going to tell you something, this is a fact. You could talk to most of the brothers in the prisons, and they'll say they was raised by a single mother. It's not because the men cut out, and the women say it's some bad men. You know, there's no question about it. It's some brothers that don't do what they supposed to do. But you know what? My women? You picked this man. You picked the Jodies and the ones with their parents having hanging down. You picked the ones that didn't want to be a daddy. You picked the ones that look good. You picked all these men, and now you blaming the men that you picked. You said, oh, my Lord, look what happened. You picked these men. You laid down and had kids with a man you didn't even like. You know, you just like the way he looked. And then you want to blame the man that you picked. It's like going to the grocery store and blaming the meat that you picked the meat. You picked the meat, and then you bring it home and say, I don't like it. But you picked it. It didn't pick you. So that's the thing. You take some responsibility for what you have done, and then we can start making some changes. That's what I have to say, my brother.
All right. Now, we here, as we say here on the MacMan Morning Show, you're going to get it straight. The smoke will come. But then, you know, something I really truly believe as we get ready to wrap our day up, it feels like a Monday is Tuesday, folks. But you're exactly right. I mean, you know something, it boggles the mind. It just boggles the mind. And I hope that the boggling will be over, but I don't think it would be. But we got to do, you know, I mean, you know, in our community, in our society, man, it just seems like to me, and I don't want to be the type of person to just say, you know, I give up, I throw my hands up or something like that. I mean, you know, man, I never thought in a million years that we would be in a situation or as a people in a situation, in situations that we're not. As Brother Lee was stating, I mean, we got a big responsibility. We got things that we have to do, folks, and we can do. We ain't going nowhere. They can't get rid of us, but we got to, I don't know what the mindset is of some people, but that's just a horse of another color. This is the MacMan Morning Show. Grand Rising. Good morning to each and every one of you that are here. We want to thank you for coming back on. We ain't going nowhere. We're still here. We just had to make some adjustments, and there's some other things that we have to make, some other adjustments that we have to make, folks. And I just thank you all for just being a part of our show. I'd like to say once again to Keisha the Stylist, we're praying for you, to Alice, the blessed child of God, and to all of you all that are out there. We're praying for you, and hope that all is well with you. And and your family as you continue to go on. You know, you got to be careful driving out there in the streets. Listen, folks, this is we're getting ready to leave. We'll be back here tomorrow. We got guests coming, Brother Lee. I'm trying to get Mr. Gene Deal. I made contact with him. Mr. Deal was the bodyguard, former bodyguard for Puff Daddy. Y'all heard of Gene Deal. A lot of y'all heard him. We're working out the details to see if he will come. And I think we can get him to come. Nice fella. We're working through his people to see if he can come and he can give us some details. I think y'all want to hear what this is. I'm not going to do P. Diddley as long as he's in there all every day or something. But this gentleman has some insight on what's going on that a lot of people don't have, and we're going to give him an opportunity. Brother Lee, I'm pretty sure you're going to really want to talk to this guy. He's and if you look up Gene Deal, y'all go and look him up and get his books and everything. We're going to try our best to get him here. We are in the makings of doing so. Listen, y'all, just one thing I want you all to do and to consider is consider to root for us, continue to support our efforts that we're doing here, and I guarantee you that things will be well. This is the MacMan Morning Show for Brother Lee Mack, our wonderful co-host who's been here on the wall, even though I know he get ready for July and everything. I don't know if he cooked anything. I'm going to find out that tomorrow, though. But we thank him, our chief contributor, chief commentator, always on the job and always dependable right here on Mac Media 3 Productions. Listen, we also, I wanted to reiterate and let you all know that on next week, on Election Day, on the 3rd, I think that is a Tuesday the 3rd, we will be in Clarksdale, Mississippi. That is Thursday, that's Tuesday the 3rd. We will be there for Election Day and also in the region talking to some of the candidates and the voters about their selections and their choices and their hopes for the outcome of, and I'm not saying you got to put all your eggs in one basket, but we're going to be talking to some people. Let's see what the plans are and see what some things are going to be done. And let's see what they're going to tell us. And also, we're going to, like I said, we're going to be bringing in some new. We lost some sponsors because of politics. We ain't going to worry about that, but we got some new ones coming. So y'all just root for us and continue to support the MacMan Morning Show, the number one. I call it the number one show in the region, and we're getting ready to move and broaden our horizons, not just by the numbers. Everybody wants to think, oh, he ain't got no numbers. They knocking his numbers down. I know somebody's listening. I know if nobody else, somebody's listening, and we're out there. We're here for you. We're preparing. Like I said, we got new graphics and things coming, and we got some new opportunities. Once again, this is the MacMan Morning Show. We're getting ready to get out of here. We want you all to have a wonderful day. Get your umbrellas and all those other things out because we're going to have stormy weather in our region for the rest of this week, so you all be prepared for it. We'll be back here on tomorrow. Brother Lee Mack and myself will be back here on tomorrow, and if it's 9 o'clock anywhere, Central Standard Time in the world, it is the MacMan Morning Show. We'll be back here on tomorrow, and we got some more information. Hopefully, we'll have some other things in the system that we can get going, and we'll get our restoration of what we have going. Support us if you can, and also support those candidates that are running. If you want to vote absentee and you know you're not going to be at your in your voting district at the time of the election, please go absentee vote. You can go to your county clerk and vote. I think Saturday is the last day for it's not early voting that they call it here. They call it absentee voting. You know you're not going to be able to get to the polls. Please get to your voting precinct in Mississippi. I'm talking about specifically. Get to your voting precincts and cast your vote. Your vote counts, folks. They're depending on you not to vote. Please vote. And we'll talk about that tomorrow, too. Okay, I'm James Mack. We're getting out of here. Love somebody. If you just love somebody, God will take care of you, wrap his arms around you, and love you, too. Just love somebody. Be kind to somebody. Help somebody. And I guarantee you somebody will do the same for you. This is the McMahon Morning Show. We'll be out of here, and we'll see you tomorrow at 9.
The best show this side of the sea. It's the Mac Man Morning Show. It's the Mac Man Morning Show.